Are you kidding me, Becky Hammon? Are you kidding me right now? In case we didn't see, Becky Hammon the other day had some nice words to say about Caitlin Clark. Actually, she had to backtrack on what she said about Caitlin Clark to clarify what she actually meant. Let's take a peek, shall we?
Comments yesterday, kind of a mic drop moment, talking about how much the league loves Caitlin Clark and how there's no hate there. But there was one point where you said even the black and white thing is not there, knock it off. I'm just wondering what you meant by that, because it's being misconstrued a couple of ways.
Well, I think it's construed as some of our minority black and brown women are hating on her because she's white, and that is not the case. Let's take Caitlin out of the picture. What I think is upsetting is it's not about Caitlin. Caitlin, give her flowers. She's done stuff that no man or woman, black or white, has ever done in college basketball. Give that woman her flowers. But what it does is it has highlighted how black and brown greatness has not been celebrated or valued as much. That's what I was talking about.
Okay, first things first, this Caitlin Clark hate, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's ridiculous how far it's gone and how WNBA players are pushing her to the ground, how constantly we're seeing this hate on her from the media, from Jameel Hill and now Becky Hammon. And the reason being is because they can't stop talking about race. They love talking about race because if you're watching liberal media, they want you to feel oppressed. They don't want to uplift you. They want you to be oppressed. That way they can isolate you and ultimately control you. I mean, and Becky Hammon, I don't even think she noticed it, but the fact that we still call black people or any other race that isn't white minorities, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. And Becky Hammon, you should be ashamed of yourself, because I'm sure your players that you coach love being called minorities. I'm sure they love that, right? It always goes back to what Morgan Freeman said when he was actually asked, how do you think we stop racism? How do we do it? He said, stop talking about it. Stop talking about racism. The more you talk about it, the more it's going to get brought up and it will never leave. So think about that, Becky, the next time you talk about your players as minorities. Second, Hammon, you said black and brown women are hating on Caitlin Clark because she's white, and that's not the case. That's 100% the case. That is 100% the case, because the media as well as WNBA players have come out and claimed that they're not receiving as much publicity as Caitlin Clark because she's white and we're black. In fact, your WNBA champion, Aja Wilson, she said it really is about race, because you can be top-notch at what you are as a black woman, but yet maybe that's something that people don't want to see. They don't see it as marketable. So it doesn't matter how hard I work. It doesn't matter what we do as black women. We're still going to be swept underneath the rug. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is. All right, really quick on Aja Wilson. The sooner you stop feeling oppressed and the sooner you just actually uplift yourself and actually break away and actually say, you know what, I'm a strong woman, I'm going to do whatever I can. I don't give a fuck what the media says. That's when you'll stop being so blood boiled towards Caitlin Clark. The fact that your blood is boiling because over Caitlin Clark, the fact that you're mad at Caitlin Clark because she's receiving publicity, once again, not because she's white, but because she broke the all-time scoring record, that just shows how jealous you really are. You envy Caitlin Clark. And we'll get into that a little bit more in a second, because third, Becky Hammon, you said black and brown greatness is not celebrated or valued as much. Oh my God. Are you kidding me, Becky Hammon? Really? Really? Let's think of the top 10 greatest NBA players of all time, shall we? At number 1, Michael Jordan. At number 2, LeBron James. At number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. At number 4, Wilt Chamberlain. At number 5, Magic Johnson. At number 6, Kobe Bryant. At number 7, Bill Russell. At number 8, Tim Duncan. At number 9, Shaquille O'Neal. And at number 10, Larry Bird. Pretty awesome list, right? But did you notice something from that list? Did you note? I mean, okay, if you're dumb and you didn't catch it, there's one white guy on that top 10 list, one white guy, and that is Larry Bird. Okay, and this is a pretty accurate list because a lot of analysts and sports media channels they agree that these are the top 10 players of all time. You know, you can rank them however you want, but there's a lot of lists that also say that these are the top 10 players. So you're saying that since there's 9 guys in that top 10 that are black, they don't receive as much, they're not celebrated or valued? Are you freaking kidding me? No, well, hold on. But Becky Hammon didn't mean black men. She actually meant black women. If you're that person that's out there, okay. How about Serena Williams? We can all agree she's arguably the best tennis player of all time. She receives publicity even when she's not playing because she's a phenomenon for women. I love watching Serena Williams. Hell, I like watching Venus Williams too, the sister combo. It's amazing. You mean to tell me that Serena Williams or even Venus Williams, they're not celebrated or valued? Stop it. Stop it. There's nothing more to say here other than you WNBA players and also coaches are extremely jealous and envious of Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark once again broke the all-time scoring record. And that's the men's and the girls' scoring record. That's an accomplishment that we haven't seen since the 1960s when freaking Pistol Pete Maravich broke that record. It's an incredible accomplishment. So people want to see something that they haven't seen in their lifetimes. Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. And because of that, she is bringing in money because more people want to watch her. The more people that watch the games or sit in the seats, the more money you make. And okay, for those of you that don't know, and also WNBA, you've been hemorrhaging money from the NBA for years now. The NBA funds and runs the WNBA, and yet they are losing money because the WNBA can't bring in revenue. Now that you have Caitlin Clark, who once again broke the all-time scoring record, more viewers are coming in, and she's bringing in money. Why in the hell are you bashing on her when now you're going to make more money? Instead of congratulating her or lifting her up or saying thank you and being grateful, you continue to shit on her. I swear, there is going to be a point where the Indiana Fever will be the only team making money because the viewers will only want to watch Caitlin Clark and her team succeed, and they don't want to watch the ladies that continue to complain about race, that continue to complain about, hey, I bet a lot of viewers out there, their favorite player, Caitlin Clark. What's unbelievable is how Caitlin Clark continues to stand her ground. And she will continue to stand her ground because she understands the game of basketball apparently better than even all you WNBA players out there understand. And you're saying, oh, that's not, that's not true. That's not true. Here's the difference. It's not just basketball skills, which Caitlin Clark has, and as well as all WNBA players have. It's keeping your composure on the court, not allowing other players to break her out of her game. She keeps on playing. When she gets pushed down to the ground, like by Kennedy Carter, she gets back up. She wipes up the little bit of blood. She ices the bruise at the end of the game. When the media is bashing on her in the press conferences, oh, you had a terrible game. You know what she says? Well, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to go into the gym. I'm going to give it my all so I do better the next game. And I want to make the players around me better. The fact that she keeps her composure, that she doesn't show cockiness, she shows confidence. This is what people want to see. This is what people want to watch. And you WNBA players are so jealous of that because you were raised in a way to be oppressed once again. You were raised in a way, oh, feel bad for me, feel sorry for me. And it's the media that is raising you that way, that is pushing you that way. Break away from social media and start playing the game of basketball, WNBA. Just play the game the way it's supposed to be, because that's what Caitlin Clark is doing, and that's what people want to see. Now, if there's one thing that I would love to say to the WNBA players as advice, it's this. Ladies, grow the hell up. Stop hating on Caitlin Clark. Play the damn game. And in the words of Charles Barkley, stop being petty.